Because what is it? It's 3. Oh, maybe I should stop. Okay. I'm going to see if anybody's going to join. Otherwise, we're going to cut this one short. Hi. Hi, guys. Hey, okay, so hi. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today, guys. It keeps like closing me out of the chat, and then I can't see your questions anymore. So I apologize. I keep having to restart the YouTube stream. I don't know what the F the problem is. If anybody knows, I don't have access to the other stream. They cut me off the chat, and that's why I keep having to reload it. So if you asked a question, I couldn't see it. That's why I canceled off of it. So I apologize, YouTube. I don't know what the F's going on with you. The only thing I'm wondering is I just had my internet like boosted. I doubled my internet, and this keeps happening. So I don't know if that has to do with it. That doesn't seem plausible, but you know. Anyways, we're going to finish up here. I just wanted to come back because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. And I'm kind of annoyed at how many videos I've had to cut this into. Anyways, okay. Michelle says, you make me feel so much better after listening to you talk. Thanks, Michelle. One day real soon, I will be telling you a success story. I have faith in the universe. Well, I have faith in you, and absolutely you will. Just keep your brain focused on where you want to go. YouTube is wilding today. It really is. And I apologize to you guys, and I so thank you for coming back and joining and you know, being a part of it, because I don't know why it's doing this today. And Lucille, thank you. Oh my gosh, girl. I don't get the same access, you guys, which is very weird, but I have less access that I know of to get the people off that are weird that I can't do it. So thank you, Lucille. I so appreciate you for doing this. Thank you for being the mod. Jaya says, hey, Roxy, I'm still new to manifesting, LOA, etc. But today I keep seeing 1111 everywhere. Could you explain what that means? Love your content. Thanks, babe. Okay, so repeating numbers. This is kind of, I see this as almost like a little peek behind the curtain. It's kind of like a little nod to you that you can reaffirm, okay, I am doing something. There is something like lining up and converging in a weird way, because I am connecting to this like machinery, like the number part of it. So I take those chances when you have repeating numbers, things like that. I just use that as a chance to reaffirm that I'm doing everything. I'm like, yes, it's working. I'm doing it all. It's responding to me. Oh my God, I'm so powerful, whatever, because they mean what you allow them to mean. So yeah, again, I take it as like a peek behind the curtain. I take it as like yeah, I'm doing it. Of course I'm doing it. I'm doing all of it. Of course it's responding to me. And then I use that as a chance to reaffirm again. That's what I would do. Rocky says, question I just want to ask, how can I improve the relationship in terms of communication? He goes days with talking and then 1 to 2 weeks silent. You can't tell the story. You need to start telling a story that he always talks to you. He's always texting you or messaging you every single day. You guys are always in communication. He's always considerate about how his actions affect you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then again, you have to know that things are going to ebb and they're going to flow. So when you're in an ebb, you need to double down on your like manifestations about how great you are, how perfect this is working out, how the universe is always responding to you, because the energy is going to flow back again, just like any wave. And when that wave comes back, when the energy swings back up in your favor, you want to be even like more on top of your, yes, I'm doing all of it, because now we're going to make even a bigger splash the next time the big wave comes. So don't stray off your story. Again, even if you're telling a story about how much your person loves you and they send you a text that says, I hate your guts, I never want to see you again, so what? It's only evidence of your past. It has nothing to do with the future that you're creating. So don't allow it to take hold in your mind. Keep looking forward, and that's it. Ugh, the bottom of my coffee is gross. That was chunky. Okay. That was like grindy. Is it a good sign that lots of negative thoughts and doubts show up whenever I align myself with the outcome already manifested in the end? Is it a good sign that lots of negative thoughts and doubts show up whenever I align myself with the outcome already manifested in the end? I don't think so. I mean, as long as you're taking that opportunity to redirect, then you're teaching your brain the kind of thoughts that you actually want to think. When we redirect our thoughts, it's almost like you're taking, like your baby picked up a knife and you're taking it out of its hand and you're handling it a rattle or something. You're like, no, this, no, this. And then they pick up the rattle. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I don't know for sure. But that's just like, again, my brain, like I immediately like think in analogies. And that's why I teach that way, is because that's what my brain does. Like whenever I'm trying to explain something, my brain shows me like a picture of it in a completely different situation so I can wrap my mind around it. Okay. So I would say you don't want doubts coming up when it has to do with you manifesting. You want to know, what am I saying? I got this. This is coming regardless. So it's coming exactly the way that I want it to go. Dreamer 708 says, I've had 4 exes contact me, but not my SP. So what this means is that you have your ideas about love and relationships are decent. Like you have like good enough self-esteem and feelings about whether or not you're capable of having a relationship, but you've got issues with your SP that are creating like a barrier in your wall. So like, think of it like this. So think of like your how do I say this? An empty room with one light bulb in the corner, okay? And that light bulb is your idea of love and how you should be treated and how people respect you, blah, 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 blah. And it shines on the entire room, okay? So love, we have great feelings about love. It shines on every part. But because you have this issue with your SP, it's almost like you put up a bookcase in the middle of the room or like against one of the walls. And now the light reaches everywhere except for that corner behind that bookcase that you put up, okay? Like the light's shining this way and you put up a bookcase this way and it kind of creates a shadow behind it. That's like your SP. So your SP is like chilling in that little dark corner because you have that bookcase or that block in front of it. So the light that shines that says, amazing relationships are bountiful in my world or whatever, can't reach your SP because you kind of have like that bookcase in front of it. So you got to knock that stuff down, purify the idea of the SP so that idea can reach them, if that makes sense. Pamela, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Angela, grateful I'm able to see the live. Was worried I wouldn't be able to. Everything is running behind today. Oh, not just for you, girl. We're all working together. Erica can't see other people's comments. I don't know how any of this stuff works. Technology is just do what it do. I guess we just gotta let it. Okay. Nick, you're very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate your kind compliments, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Debina, I like that name. That's cute. Hey, beautiful Roxy. Hey, beautiful Debina. Okay. I would like to ask you if it's a sign that your manifestation is really, really coming when you have seen your end scene in your dream. Okay, yeah. So dreams they're basically like co-signing. Your dreams are evidence of where your thoughts are. So if you're dreaming that your things are working out, that's a good sign. That means that in your mind, you're kind of decided, yeah, like this is happening for me. I don't necessarily know when it's going to show up. Not really my deal. Remember, guys, this is kind of a side note, but I want you to remember and think about this. Your job in this world is to think of the thing you want and then show up when it's there and experience it. The in-between part, none of your damn business, okay? We don't know what happens. We don't know how, when, or why. That's not our deal. That's not our job. That's not part of us. That's not part of our job description, okay? You're working the drive-through window. You're not at the counter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you declare what you want and then you show up and experience it, and that's it. So anything in between, none of your business. So don't get hung up on it. So what were we saying? Oh yeah. So if it's in your dreams, your end reality in your dream working, that is evidence to you of what your dominant thoughts are. That's what your brain has kind of accepted. So if you're having dreams of it working out, then yes, absolutely. And again, take that time to reaffirm that, yes, it is working out. Okay, I had a dream. Hell yes, this is on its way. I am so powerful. Oh my God, it's responding to me. Everything is working out exactly the way I want it to. You guys hear me say this a lot because I do. I'm not like, I do this all day long. I say it all the time. And this is the way I say it. So just adapt it into your own life. Okay, sometimes I feel like I'm forcing myself too much to stay focused on the desired outcome. Maybe I'm focusing too much. What you're doing probably, again, I don't know exactly just off of like a one comment, but what you're probably doing is not focusing on enough things. You are, I need this thing. It has to be like this. When in reality, your whole life is like all that plus a million. So you need to be putting your focus and your attention on all the things in your life, your job, your SP, your relationships, friendships, money, health, wealth, self-esteem, career, house, car, whatever, all of it. Okay. You put your focus on all of that stuff. And that not only does it help spread your power out, it makes everything in your life work together. It greases the wheels for everything, but it also takes your mind off of the stuff that you're manifesting that hasn't come to fruition yet, because so many other things are popping in your reality. This is happening that you don't have time to worry about this. Plus, so many things are going down that you're just like, oh yeah, this is happening. I don't have to worry about it because all these other things are happening. That's evidence that I'm doing it. Fine. I'll let the SP chill. I know it's working out. I don't need to question it. So yeah, there you go. Okay, where were we? Hi. Dang, Lucille, you're doing a great job. I love you. Thank you. Okay. I've been having dreams where SP tells me she loves me, and then another dream where I was told she will break up with her boyfriend next month. Interesting. Yeah, we were just talking about that. So yeah, your dreams are in line. Keep affirming. Yep, it's working out. It's going exactly the way I want it to. Thank you, universe. You're doing exactly what I want it to do. Tell it that it's doing it right. Tell it that it is, because it just has to respond to you. If you tell it all day long, you're doing really well. Self, you are manifesting so well. You're understanding this better every single day. That's what has to come about. Like, I tell myself that I understand manifesting more and more every single day. And guess what? I do. I feel like I do, because that's the reality I'm choosing. Kitty, yes, refill. Can you get me one, please? I'm so glad. Yes, I do need a refill. It's all the way in the kitchen. Should I leave and go get? Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill because Kitty Cat said I could. Okay. Oh, the doggies are engaged. Now the doggies think stuff's happening. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks, Kitty Cat. Okay. Okay, my essay's a musician. How do I compete with the glamour and fame when my job is normal? Okay, first of all, musician, celebrity status, popularity, that's all a circumstance, which means it's not real. It doesn't matter. It's all a thing that you created in your mind. So no, it doesn't matter. You're putting him on you're putting that person on a pedestal. You're thinking that they're better than you because of your regular job. Well, I want you to think about it like this. Musicians, I'm a musician, okay? So I know I can say this from firsthand. Our lives are interesting. We don't fit the norm. If you're somebody who's pursuing a music career, it's because there's literally nothing else in your world that drives you like that. And the idea of sitting at a job, like literally, or like at a desk job, like breaks your soul. So for me, I have never been I have a strict no musician rule, honestly, myself, because I am a musician and I don't need somebody else that's erratic and, artistic and doing their, like, whatever. I have my own shit going on and it's already too much to handle. To have somebody else that's also doing all that other stuff, not saying I couldn't do it, but my husband offers me stability that I don't offer him. You know what I mean? Like he's the stable rock one. The person that you're like, you need to change the way you're thinking about it. And not that he's not going to be interested in you because you're not glamorous. You need to think about the fact that this person needs some peace. You are their rock. You are everything that they need. They need to come home to you. They love having you in their life because you offer them peace and stability. And that's the only way you should be looking at it. Okay. Arby says, how do we live in the end if my SP may think it's weird? Who cares what they think? They're not thinking anything. We are good friends, and any changes in how I act / living in the land can make things weird. No, I don't know. Completely wrong premise that you're operating from. I don't mean that in a rude way, just letting you know, like, that's completely out of the way you should be thinking about it. What you should be saying is, we are perfect together. This person's falling in love with me every single day. Every time we're together, they're freaking out inside because they're discovering that they're in love with me as well. And we're both kind of having this awakening within us, but it's bringing us closer together, and we're understanding each other better, and we're becoming more comfortable with sharing our feelings with each other, which is going to lead to disclosure, and everything will be great. It's not weird at all. It's only weird because you think it is. Like, they're feeling weirdness. You said weird twice. they're going to feel it's weird because you think it's weird. So no, they think it's the most natural thing. They can't stop thinking about you. Why would they think it's weird when they've been in love with you their whole life? Think of it like that, okay? Or however long they've known you. Lucille, no. She says, Roxy, my SP is MIA currently. If you mean he's still in Miami, okay, fine. He's in Miami and he's having a great time. He's coming home to you. Other than that, I don't know why you're telling me that story, girl. I don't know why you're telling me, because all I know is that they can't stop thinking about you and they contact you every single day. And that's it. Kitty Cat says, I just keep getting those crazy thoughts of my ex and her new wife. So no. Guys, listen. If you feel so strongly about your third party or whatever that you're putting it into the chat, if you feel so strongly about how they're not like coming around or whatever, you're not doing the things that you're not manifesting it right. What I mean by that is that it's taking over your mind so much that you want me to talk about it for you in front of all these people. That means that it's majorly in your mind, and it shouldn't be. It needs to not be. You need to start soothing yourself. You need to rewrite your story and only entertain thoughts that align with that. Otherwise, it's not for you. It's just like I said earlier, it's like your coworker's lunch in the fridge. It's not yours. Don't eat it. You know what I mean? So like, if you see something happen that doesn't align, okay, fine. It's not for me. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. That's not the version of them I choose. So that obviously has nothing to do with me. No offense taken. Thanks, life. Cool. Now I know that I had some weird insecurities rattling around. Now I can address it and move on and reselect the version of them that I want. Okay. How do you fix your expectations from your boyfriend? I get mad when he stops replying sometimes, and I get extra mad when he messages me the next day saying, good morning, babe, like nothing happened. Well, you're creating the hot and cold behavior. You're creating the distance. And usually I can't like diagnose off of like one sentence, but usually where this stuff stems from is self-doubt, insecurities, your ideas of how people should behave in relationships, what you expect from people, what you expect, how you expect to be treated, how, like, what you think your self-worth is. All of things like this are creating, they put like barriers in front of you. And, until you knock them down by realizing that they're just ideas that you've been holding in place that don't have to exist anymore. Until you do that, they're going to kind of keep popping up. So you have to change the story of him. Right now, you expect him to show up like that. And every time he does, you agree and you co-sign and you reaffirm by getting mad about it. So from now on, he always responds back. He always responds in a timely manner. You never have to worry about what he's doing. He's always there. He's always communicating with you, and he respects you and your time, period. And if he doesn't show up that way, okay, fine. That must be the old version of him that I used to select. Cool, that doesn't matter. I'm still selecting the version of him. He still responds to me all day, every day. I don't have to worry about it. He's probably texting me right now. Maybe he dropped his phone in the toilet. You don't know. Don't entertain any ideas that don't align with your end goal again. Jay says, you always hype me up to reach for more. Damn straight. We are all selling ourselves way too short. Way too short, okay? We are like, each one of us is an infinite freaking powerhouse, okay? This is something I tell my clients. It's like, okay, you're a nuclear plant, okay? You're literally a nuclear plant full of all that crazy energy, and you're walking in and turning off the power switch, and you're like, nah, I don't need this. I'm gonna let the 3D world do this for me. No, not anymore. We all have this power. We all deserve to wield it. We all have the chance in our own life to do it. So let's do it. There's no question about it. We need to stop worrying about what they said and am I worth it? No, fuck what they said. Who cares what they said? It's your decision. You're the one who made them say that. You're the one who gave them the thoughts to make them say that. So why are you giving them thoughts? Why are you letting them think that you're not worthy? Why do you think you're not worthy? Why do you think that you only deserve someone who only texts you every 2 weeks? No. My people show up in my life and they want to be in my life. They know it's a privilege to be around me. I am the flame. They are the moth. You have to think about yourself like this, or else you're just spinning your tires. You're wasting energy. Okay, some says, yeah, you're right, but it bothers me the next day. Well, that's your problem. That's on you. Like, that's what's going to keep you from it. So what's more important, you being bothered the next day or you getting what you want? That's your decision. I mentioned him that I don't appreciate him disappearing sometimes in the evening, but he's busy. Also, he's going on vacation without me. I can't go. You have victim mentality written all over you. And I mean this with the most love. I don't mean it in a negative way. I'm just like, I'm reading these words in black and white and this is what they tell me. So you got to change your story. You're doing this to yourself. You're literally doing it to yourself. And until you decide that it's more important to reach your end goal than it is to adhere to this victim mentality or this victim personhood that you've created for yourself, then you're going to continue to be there. That's it. That's the real truth. Nadine says, with your help, I manifested a phone call from SP, but I missed it. And he said he called by accident. I'm going to manifest a good combo instead between instead of just call. Why don't you, so I'm guessing that he sent you a text and said like, or whoever sent you a text that said, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to call. That was an accident, whatever. Revise that text, review it, like change it in your mind to like, and like go back to that scene where you read the text and read it. Sorry. Visualize it saying something like, hey, I missed you. Can you call me back? Or something like that. Because you want to change the way that you're even viewing that alone. Because, let me read this. Yeah, because you don't want to have that part of it lingering around. It's not helpful. It's not productive. So let's just change that to, I missed it. And he texted me and said, hey, I tried to call you. Hope you can call me back. That's it. Change the way you view it. And it's going to change the way you expect him to show up and continue going on. Visualize the call. Visualize yourself hanging up from that call and being like, oh my God, that was the best conversation ever. Butterflies. We're working everything out. It's working out. Whatever. Anyways, you choose. Okay. Oh, Davina's in Greece. I'm going to Greece next year. Excited. Okay. Nick says, is it possible to make my migraine go away without medicines? Mm-hmm, absolutely. But you got to change up here. It's got to be completely mental shift because things from the body, it's hard for us sometimes to detach from things that are like physically real. They feel like that, like this is our reality. Like my cousin Eric and I we've gotten into like debates about whether or not, like if a person loses their arm, I say like there has to be a reality where they didn't lose their arm, right? There have to be realities where their arm is still intact. Can they wake up one day with their arm back? I don't know. They should be able to, right? So for me, I had a chronic neck issue. And I mean, like, this was bad up until maybe like a month and a half ago. And it's something I've suffered with for years, like maybe 5 or 6 years. I've been taking CBD oil every single day for the last, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And like my whole life is around this thing, like the types of bras that I can wear, the types of purses that I wear. Like I have to be very careful about what I put on my shoulders, even like wearing overalls, things like that, because my neck is whatever. Anyways, once this whole 360 thing started, me changing the way I'm living my life and thinking about my life, my neck it's just like healed. And I didn't even like try to manifest it. I know that I've had thoughts in the past where I'm like, well, my neck feels great. My neck feels good. I'm like, I've known in my head, I've made the conscious choice of like, yeah, I'm gonna fix my neck. Like, of course I'm gonna, but it just like, I wasn't trying. And all of a sudden one day I was like, not taking CBD oil anymore. Like it used to be the point where I used to fear taking CBD oil every day because I was afraid. I always think that I'm going to live in a post-apocalyptic reality. I don't know. Anyways, I should stop entertaining that idea. So I've had this fear that like I won't get LASIK eye surgery because I'm afraid that my eyes will go bad again. And then I won't have any glasses when it's post-apocalyptic because I got rid of all of them. So it's so dumb. So like this idea of like, do I really want to be on CBD oil for the rest of my life? Because what if one day it's no longer available and then I'm just like in pain forever? But it just healed itself. So I've talked before about healing. I healed shingles with my mind. And I did that by visualizing myself like smoothing it over. And I didn't give it a name. I wouldn't give it any power. If anybody asked me about it, I would just be like, oh no, it's nothing. And it went away in like 2 weeks. So yeah, absolutely. You can do it. Just visualize yourself being healed. I'm healthy, I'm whole, my body feels amazing, I'm so strong. Sometimes I visualize like my bones being made out of like titanium. I visualize my hair being made out of like fine, little tiny fine strands of steel, just so that everything is like strong and like tough, you know? So yeah, just change the way you're thinking about your body, and don't give power to the migraines anymore. If you get them, you get them, fine. Again, the body feels what it feels, but the thoughts don't get to join the party, okay? Yasmin says, so you're saying if SP treated me badly, it's purely because of my thoughts / worries and not because he's not meant for me? I'm confused. Yeah, 100%. Nothing is meant for you unless you decide it is. I don't know, I waffle between here. Sometimes I feel like we are connected to some of the souls that we encounter, and like we have soul bonds from before we got here. Other times, I'm not so sure. Again, nobody really knows what's going on. If anybody tries to tell you they know exactly what's going on, that's a big claim. All I can say is through testing what works for me, from coaching clients and seeing what works for them, and from studying energy and the way that energy behaves on this planet, that's where I get my ideas of how this all works. So what were we talking about? Yeah. So him not being meant for you, that's not it. It's your insecurities and doubts and fears and worries that have manifested in you choosing versions of people that don't treat you right. So you need to get to a point where you're giving yourself everything that you need from the world. You're loving yourself. You're complimenting yourself. You're treating yourself right. You're putting yourself first. You understand your own worth and your value and your own needs, and they need to come before anybody else's, okay? And this is going to get you on the like self-love train, okay? And that's what it takes to fix these issues. Because yes, can you manifest a person at any time? Yeah, you can. But do you want him coming back to the version of you that accepts treatment that's any less than what you want? No, I don't want you coming back and treating me like shit again. So I need to be full and completely at ease and at peace so that I can select only the version of you that values me. Otherwise, you don't get to be a part of this story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything works in together, but it all stems from how you feel and how you view the world. Okay. Leah says, since you create your own reality and your SP creates theirs, if you decide to date around while you're manifesting them back, does that mean in his reality he's worried I'm doing that? No, because his reality has nothing to do with yours. So like this isn't it. You know how like the way that I wrap my mind around this is that like, you know how you can't step outside of your mind. You can't put yourself in someone else's shoes. You literally cannot. You can only empathize with people so far. There's a point where you can't put yourself there. Like you literally can't get out of your own head. So that's, to me, the way that I wrap my mind around. Fine. I'm the only one thinking here. In this world, I'm the only one thinking. So what I think matters. And when you're talking about the SP creating their reality and worrying about you, first of all, you're feeding them worry. You're making them worry, which tells me that you worry and you fear, you doubt, you're not sure. And on top of that, they're like, it's not, how do I say this? It's not like you're selecting them and they're doing it. No, you are selecting a version of them that's completely okay with everything that you are okay with. Okay. There's infinite versions of them. So that means that there's there's a version out there, at least one, where they feel A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Okay. And those are all your things that you agree with. Fine. Great. That's the one I pick. I don't want to pick one that believes all of them except for A, B, and C, because those are really important to me. And I also don't want to pick one that believes in A, B, and C, but not I, H, and J. Okay. So instead of thinking about what he's thinking, worrying about that, because you're giving him thoughts, like you're choosing a version of him that thinks those things, okay, by entertaining those thoughts. So don't entertain that. They're not worried about you. Worry about yourself, because that's the only person that's got consciousness in your reality. The only one that's got discerning power in your world is you. So only entertain ideas of them that accept you as you are, or love you the way you are, or whatever, resonates with you, and only pick that version of them. Okay. Don't think of it as what they're doing. No, I'm selecting a version of him that's completely on board with all of it. And that's it. Okay. Hi, Roxy. A friend of mine is struggling with debt. How can I help her? She doesn't listen to me when I say to her to think of herself in abundance. Okay. Well, she is a reflection of you. So you got to change the way you're looking at her, because you're holding her in that vibrational pattern. You're like preventing her from changing because you keep allowing the situation to to be affirmed in your world. So she behaves like that. If you tell her something and she doesn't agree, oh, she's so silly, but she gets it. Like, you have to stay up here again. I have somebody in my life that I'm not going to say who, but I have somebody in my life that does not subscribe to this. They don't. Like, they literally said to me the other day, oh yeah, I forgot you believe in that stuff. I was like, my whole life is based off of it and changed, and I'm living the life of my dreams because of it. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, just into that stuff. But anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take offense to this. This person is having their own awakening, and I'm visualizing them finding the secret and Googling law of attraction. I'm visualizing them on YouTube, watching the videos, being like, oh shit, is this what I've been doing my whole life? So give them the thoughts that you want, or think of it as choose the version of them that you want by visualizing them doing the things that you want, if that makes sense. So if you can't wrap your mind around choosing them, wrap your mind, wait, how do I say this? If you can't wrap your mind around changing them, think about it as, okay, I've been choosing a version of them. I've been interacting with a version of them that doesn't get it. Now I only interact with a version that gets it, and I'm going to make that happen by constantly affirming. They get it. They get it. She's got it. See her with money. She opens up her wallet and she's got $2,000 in cash. And she's like, girl, thank you. You have saved my life. You have changed my life. Change the story, change the way you're viewing it, and allow her to change. Okay. Angela says, your description about being an artist / musician is so on point. Well, I am an artist and a musician, so I speak from personal experience, not from conjecture. I understand that life all too well. And not only that, my dad's a musician, so it's generational for me. My ideas about my dad's career shaped my ideas about my own 100%. Okay. Is it possible to manifest someone who lives on the other side of the world when circumstances don't seem to allow that you'll ever get the chance to meet? Yes. But you just took the train to Butttown. You need to stop. Is it possible to manifest someone who lives on the other side of the world? Yes. Perfect. Great. That's what I'm doing. Cool. Because energy is energy. There's no distance or time. It's an illusion on this planet. So understand that, think about quantum entanglement. Think about particles that are universes apart, instantly feeling the connection between the two of them. Okay. So that's how it works. So your energy is all over the place. It's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So if you decide that we're connected, we're coming together, this is working out, I don't know if they're moving or I'm moving, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to let the universe take over and make it unfold in the most harmonious and beautiful way possible. And I know that's happening because all I'm visualizing are visions of us happy together. And that's all I need to know, because that's all you need to know is your destination. Again, your job is to ask for it and then show up and experience it. The middle part, none of your GD business, okay? And I mean that in the most loving possible way. La Nail says, hi, Roxy. How do we deal with hot and cold behavior, especially with not texting as much? Okay. I have a video about that. Please check that out. Check out the hot and cold behavior video. Check out the SP ignoring you video. Both of those. And check out the on a pedestal video. All three of those is going to give you new ideas of how to look at the situation. Okay. You're creating the hot and cold behavior by your doubts, insecurities, fears, whatever. I don't know exactly. Again, I can't diagnose off of one sentence, but usually it's fears, insecurities, worries. Are they going to find another person? Am I good enough? Are they good enough? Like, do relationships work? Whatever. When's the other shoe going to drop? Things like that. These are common amongst my clients. So, no, they text you all the time. You guys communicate every single day. They're always concerned with your well-being. They are always conscious of how their behavior affects you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then, yeah, watch those 3 videos. That'll help. Layla says, my SP has been ignoring me for a really long time. I DM him sweet / funny memes every week and he just reads them. Don't do that anymore. Sorry, I'm going to continue to read, but don't. Quit putting yourself out on a limb for someone that's not coming to meet you, okay? You need to be putting yourself out on a limb for yourself. Send yourself funny memes. Give yourself love. Tell yourself you're amazing. Compliment yourself. Take yourself out. Give yourself the stuff that your SP is not giving you, because you're like, Okay, I'm going to continue reading this. He comes to read real quick once, then once in a blue moon says hi, says thank you. I love myself deeply. It's just the abuse/assault that made me my block. Yeah, of course. How can I flip into this positive belief? What affirmations can I say? What's a positive reason for him ignoring me? Yeah, he dropped his phone. Every time he's not with you, when he sees that text from you and he sees that meme, his immediate gut reaction is like, damn, this girl gets me to my core. And then it freaks him out. And then he's like, how do I make this work? And so whenever he's not with you, he's thinking about how to make it work with you. Whenever he's not responding, it's because he's having his own freaking meltdown/download of like, oh my God, I'm in love with this person. How can I fit my life to fit theirs or whatever? Again, you're feeding them the thoughts. You're feeding them the thoughts by choosing that version of them that's thinking those thoughts, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, you're going to have to change the story about how people treat you, how men treat you, how they behave, all that stuff. It's going to be hindering you. It's like what I was talking about earlier, how you have like, there's like a light shining in a room and that's like your idea of love. And if you have like bookcases up in front of it and all the books on the bookcases are about how, you know, people are shitty and they don't show up for you, you're going to be creating shadows or areas of darkness in your world where the light, the positive thinking about that subject can't penetrate it because you have something literally in front of it. So, where were we? Oh yeah. So, they're always considering you. They always think about you. They're always trying to figure out how to make it work with you. They're falling in love with you more and more every day. They're falling in love with himself more and more every day. He's understanding your value more. He wants to treat you like a princess. He wants to put you on a pedestal, whatever. You decide what you want from him. And then that has to be your consciousness. And that's the only thing that you can think about this person. Susanna says, my SP loves me and only me. Please write a book, Roxy. Okay, first of all, your first half of your sentence, absolutely correct. This is right. My SP loves me and only me. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Who knows what that girl's thinking? Susanna, love you. Who knows what Susanna is thinking right now about her SP or what the actual situation between her and her SP is? What matters is when she talks about it, she's only speaking about it in the way that she wants it to go. That's how you do it. It doesn't matter what's actually going on. Your SP loves you. It is only with you, period. And then please write a book. I am actually in the middle of writing a book. I've been writing it for a couple of years. I just have like, let me change that. Yes, book is coming. I have plenty of time to work on it, and it is coming together very, very fast and perfectly. But yeah, I am writing a book, and it is happening. So thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay. If something doesn't line up with what I choose, do we ever address it with that person? No, you got to address it. Address it internally. It's not them. It's you. They're just showing up. They can only show up in the way that you allow them to, in the way that you choose. So address it internally and then redirect and then re-choose. Okay, fine. I have this insecurity. I don't necessarily believe that all men are going to cheat. I know that there are monogamous relationships out there. And in fact, I'm only going to select versions of people who see my value and only are interested in monogamy. And so from that point forward, you only select that version of them. And then again, it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. Okay, it's 3:30. oh shit, we have a lot. Okay. I'm going to have to cut this out, guys. I've got a brand new video with Veronica Isles coming out tomorrow. So make sure that you stay tuned. That is out 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And if you would like one-on-one coaching with me, you can sign up at the link in the description below. I'm going to answer. I don't want to like, okay, I'm going to ask this one because I think this is going to help everybody. People keep bringing up my SP and asking about the situation. Hard not to tell the story or tell the story I believe in my head. Suggestions. Okay. First of all, yeah, that happens to everybody. You're going to have to, you have to be as coy as possible about it. Yeah, actually, things are going really well with that person. We're both kind of like working on ourselves. We're both having like these spiritual awakenings, and it's just making our bond so much better. We're coming together, and it's like, oh, I love it. If you can't tell that story, you're going to have to listen. I don't really want to talk about it. I'm feeling kind of funky about it right now, so I don't really want to talk about it. Well, let's talk about you. What do you got going on? How's you and so-and-so? Redirect and switch it onto them. Put the focus on them so they talk about something that they care about themselves. They don't focus so much on you. And yeah, I would avoid, if you can, avoid telling the story of how it is. But if you do have to say it, gloss over it. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of working, haven't really heard, whatever. Fine. Get it out so that you could like appease them and not have to talk about it anymore. But be as like vague as possible, and then clean up in here. Like let them go on talking about whatever they're talking about. In your head, you're like, ha, told you something funny, because actually what's happening is this. And you want to make sure that, again, the thoughts need to stay pure. So change them back, redirect. If you have to talk about it, like for example, if you have an illness or something, then you have to talk about it at your doctor. I say don't even, unless you're sitting in front of your doctor, don't talk about your illness, no matter mental, physical, whatever. Otherwise, yeah, talk about it with your doctor, or if your friends are making, whatever, they're pressuring you to talk about it. Side note, change that story too, because nobody has to, you can say that nobody asked you about it. People will respect your boundaries and they don't even ask you about it anymore. So it's nice. You don't even have to talk about it. But if you do find yourself having to talk about it, be vague, gloss over it, tell a story of how you want it to go, and then make sure that you're redirecting in your mind, most importantly, okay? Okay, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna answer this one. Okay, do you think it's better to have one go-to affirmation regarding my SP or more, and if more, then how many more? Okay. These ideas of how many, how long, what's like, no. This is an entire way of thinking. You don't just think good thoughts about your SP till they show up and then go back to your old way of life. No, because you're going to find yourself right back here, okay? We change all of our thoughts in every aspect, and they're all going. Like I said, this is what I tell my clients. Your bags are on a bunch of different trains. They're all going into different places. Most of them, you don't want them to go, okay? So now we're setting a new destination, a new GPS. This is where I'm headed. This is the train I'm on, and all of my bags, every single thought, all of my bags are going on this train only. We're all on this train. You're taking all your bags off these other trains, and you're putting them on the one train that matches where we're headed, okay? Train to Butt Town, iconic. Yes, exactly. Because that train, we know there's a lot of butt towns, and our trains are just like ready to go. They're like full coal or whatever makes a train run. I don't know. I don't do trains. Okay. So do I think it's better to have one? No, it's not better to have one. Having one go-to affirmation is great, but you also need to have your whole thoughts need to be thinking this way. Okay. One affirmation. Yes, my person loves me. And then all day of I'm a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Where is he at? Why isn't he texting me? Who's he with? No, that's going to cancel all of that out. You think that that one affirmation is going to combat all that other thinking? No, it has to be all of your thoughts. It's got to be holistic, 360. This is what I teach, and this is the only thing I'm going to teach, because again, you want to get your SP back, fine, but your insecurities are going to mess your relationship up again, guaranteed. Okay. So you got to deal with all of it. Again, all of your bags need to be off that train. If you don't ever want to go to Butt Town again, if you don't ever want to go to the land where people don't respect you and they don't put you first and they don't see your value, then get all of your bags off that train. That's the first step. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Sorry. Okay. Yep. It's 3:30. I know I need to be. I know. Okay. All right. One more question. Oh, perfect. All right. I like the way that we bring in this one home. Little Beck says, in reference to coaching, does seeking help not contradict letting go of the desire? Well, listen, let me tell you something, Little Beck's darling. You could not go to coaching, not seek help, and continue to waffle, to offer contradictory thoughts, to continue to tell the story that doesn't align with what you're doing, and to keep reacting to your 3D world for the rest of your life if you want. Or you could spend 1 hour figuring out how to do it right and then do it right for the rest of your life. Your choice, okay? That's the difference between coaching and not, okay? So if you want your shit figured out, I will help you do that. That's what coaching is for. The animals are speaking. I say we talk about it in coaching a little bit. I don't let you like spiral on it because it's not productive. And then I say, hey, this is the last time we're talking about this. This is the last time you're going to say it like this. And then that's it. And then the rest of it's on you. Your choice. You choose whether or not you want to continue to live the old life and struggle, or give yourself 30 days to figure out how it works and then just do it like that for the rest of your life. Your choice. Okay. And on that note, I am going to have to bow out, guys. I really appreciate Oh, Jordan says Roxy is worth it in all caps. Thank you, darling. I really appreciate you guys. Anybody that's the client and wants to like let other people know like what they've gained from it, totally appreciate you and thank you for doing that. Okay. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I will be back next Monday for Q&A. Mindset Monday is every Monday. Hopefully the YouTube issues won't be happening because there's like 3 Mindset Monday videos now from today. Everybody, appreciate you guys. Lucille, love you so much for being mod today. Love you. Appreciate you. And everybody, see you next Monday. Make sure to have your questions ready. Make sure you're not giving your 3D world too much credit, too much power. It literally is nothing. You don't have to adhere to it at all. It means zero, biggest zero I can make. Your 3D world means this. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Oh, Diana. I've been calling you Lucy. No, I don't remember, Diana. I'm sorry. Your thing says Lucille, so I've been calling you Lucille. I'm very sorry, but I love you and I appreciate you so much. Why you gotta do me like that? I can't. No, I don't remember anything I have. Let me rephrase that. My memory is a steel trap, and now I remember that is Lucille. I mean, that is Diana. Shit. Okay. All right, guys. See, I'm on the coffee train. Okay. I've said okay 76 times. That means it is officially time to go. I love you all. I will see you next Wednesday. Tomorrow, make sure you tune in for the Veronica Isles collaboration. Part 1 will be on her channel. Part 2 will be here on my channel. Make sure you subscribe to her and me. And if you can like this chat, that'd be great. And appreciate you guys all. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow in the live chat. So if you're coming to the premiere party, I'll be there chatting with you in the live stream. And I love you guys all. Thank you so much. Happy Monday. Happy Mindset Monday. And you got all this, you guys. Okay, you're in control. Don't relinquish your power to anybody. Okay, bye.